Oh, fuck.
Hey, horror fans! If you're into creepy stories, Stephen King adaptations, and darkly funny takes on death, you're in the right place. Today we're diving into The Monkey 2025, the latest horror flick that's got everyone talking. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more reviews like this, and drop a comment letting me know your favorite Stephen King adaptation. Let's get into it. Stephen King's 1980 short story, The Monkey, has long haunted readers with its eerie premise, a seemingly innocuous wind-up toy that heralds death with each clang of its cymbals. In 2025, director Osgood Perkins, son of psycho legend Anthony Perkins, brings this chilling tale to the big screen, infusing it with his signature blend of atmospheric dread and psychological nuance. Known for films like The Blackcoat's Daughter, Gretel Hansel, and Longlegs, Perkins delves deep into themes of familial trauma and the inescapable nature of the past, crafting a horror experience that's both unsettling and thought-provoking. Here, however, he also adds a twist, a vein of black comedy that satirizes death itself, blurring the lines between horror and absurdity. What do you think so far? Are you enjoying this twisted blend of horror and humor? Let me know in the comments. And if you've read the original short story, I'm curious how you think it compares. And hey, if you're still watching, that means you're probably into this stuff. So go ahead and click the bell icon so you never miss a deep dive like this one.
Today, we're here with Annie Wilkes. Gone by accident. Or rather, in an accident, because, there's no accidents. Is there a divine plan? Sure, maybe. Call it a coin toss, heads or tails. But not Annie's head, because that is separate. That's a separate issue. Why her, though, right? Why Annie? Why not you? Or you? Everything for a reason, yeah, totally. And it is what it is. It is what it is. The word of the Lord.
The film centers on twin brothers, Hal and Bill Shelburn, portrayed by Theo James and Christian Convery, respectively. As children, they discover their father's old monkey toy in the attic, unwittingly unleashing a series of gruesome deaths. Attempting to rid themselves of the cursed object, they discard it and drift apart over the years. However, the monkey resurfaces decades later, compelling the estranged siblings to confront their shared past and the lingering horrors it holds. James delivers a compelling performance as the tormented Hal, capturing the character's internal struggle and lingering guilt. Convery's portrayal of young Bill adds depth to the narrative, highlighting the innocence lost amidst the unfolding terror. Tatiana Maslany shines as Lois, the brother's mother, bringing emotional gravitas to the family's tragic history. Supporting roles by Elijah Wood and Sarah Levy further enrich the film's tapestry of characters, each grappling with their own demons. Wood, in particular, surprises as Hal's eccentric writer stepfather, lending chaotic charm to the film's darker moments. Perkins uses these characters not just to build tension, but to explore the human condition. In a bold departure from typical horror, the film openly mocks death, turning it from a terrifying climax into a mundane absurdity. Unlike the Final Destination franchise, which terrifies viewers with the inevitability of fate, the monkey laughs in death's face, often literally, through the grinning visage of its titular toy. This is the essence of black comedy, to say, don't fear dying, fear wasting your life. As Hal reflects, the funeral of their childhood nanny, a sort of local Annie Wilkes, ironically became one of his happiest memories, punctuated by dancing with his family. The recurring image of dance becomes a metaphor for life itself, suggesting that motion, expression, and joy are forms of resistance against the void. Adding to the satire is a drunk young priest played memorably by Nico Del Rio, whose funeral sermon veers into deadpan nihilism. Later, Hal's mother humorously recounts the many ludicrous ways people could die, while the monkey continues its ritual drumming, ushering in one over-the-top death after another. These moments invite laughter as much as gasps, and it's this tone, teetering between fright and farce, that gives the film its edge.
Mom! Wake up.
Perkins masterfully weaves themes of generational trauma, guilt, and the cyclical nature of violence throughout the narrative. The monkey serves as a symbol of the past's inescapable grip, its ominous presence a constant reminder of unresolved pain. The film's tension is palpable, with each cymbal crash signaling impending doom, keeping audiences on edge. And yet, for all its dread, the film undercuts its own seriousness with darkly comic moments that comment on the absurdity of mortality. Attempts to impose gravitas on the narrative are often revealed as ironic commentary. Except for the father-son relationship between Hal and his child, the film's only truly serious emotional core. While some critics, like those at Vulture, felt the film lacked depth beyond its shock value, others praised its ability to blend horror with gallows humor, creating a uniquely unsettling experience. Some appreciate the tonal experimentation, while others found the humor distracting. But commercially, the film has held its own, bringing in respectable box office numbers for a mid-budget horror movie. The film never explains where the cursed monkey came from, and that's exactly the point. It's not the monkey that matters, but what it represents: our fear of death, our tendency to laugh when we should cry, and our helplessness in the face of absurdity. Perkins uses this premise not to horrify, but to satirize. While the film isn't flawless, some tonal shifts are jarring and not all jokes land. It still succeeds in delivering a unique viewing experience that doesn't take itself too seriously. It's as much a commentary on horror tropes as it is a horror film itself. Overall rating, 7 out of 10.
Who's smiling now, you infernal son of a whore? No!
The monkey stands as a testament to Perkins's ability to transform a simple premise into a layered exploration of the human psyche and familial bonds. While it may not reinvent the horror genre, it offers a fresh perspective on the consequences of buried trauma and the lengths one might go to escape it. With a Rotten Tomatoes score reflecting a mix of admiration and critique, the film has sparked conversations about the balance between horror, satire, and narrative depth. Technically, the film is visually confident, particularly in its depiction of brutal creative deaths, which are rendered with a flair for stylized carnage. It's not just gore for gore's sake, it's carnage with comedic commentary. The monkey offers up brutal deaths with flair, and gore fans will appreciate. Yet it refuses to play the horror straight. Every grotesque scene is undercut by irony, every death treated with bizarre levity.
You didn't have anything to do with my babysitter's head, right? I'd be like, yo!
In adapting King's Tale, Perkins doesn't just retell a story, he reimagines it, infusing it with contemporary relevance, ironic commentary, and emotional complexity. The monkey challenges viewers to confront the haunting echoes of the past and the destructive patterns that can ensnare generations. It reminds us that the truly terrifying thing isn't death, but a life unlived. If you don't know where to begin, maybe just dance, move, laugh, feel something. That may be the film's cruelest joke, and also its greatest truth. So, what did you think of The Monkey? Was it brilliant satire or just bananas? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your take. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow horror heads. Until next time, remember, don't fear death, fear a life unlived. And if all else fails, just dance.